Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Impact Chasin podcast. I have a very special person here today. I have Michael D. Young, who is the founder, leader of More Than Life Basketball and Mentor Training. It was established in 2010. He is from Greenville, Mississippi. This is a nonprofit organization, and it services Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Arkansas, everywhere. If you need him, he'll be there. He's a father, a coach, a trailblazer, and a teacher. So welcome, Michael Young, to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. I know you're a busy man.
Make time, what you gotta make time for.
I hear you. So tell me a little bit about More Than Life. How did it come about?
Well, More Than Life started with my oldest son. At 16, I had my oldest child, and with me playing basketball, it was just a way for me to give back, and started training and working with him, and it just led to me working with other kids, working with NBA players, working with G League players as of this year, working with college kids, just trying to prepare them for the next level, on and off the court, especially going to college. So it came about 2010 when I moved to Georgia, and I took my son with me, and so it just started from there. And it has blossomed into great organization as of this year.
Oh, well, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So when did your journey with basketball first start?
I was 3 years old.
2 years old.
Yeah, my cousin was in the streets and doing his thing. He wanted a different route from me, so he put the ball in my hand, and I've been at the ball ever since. I played all the way up to high school. I played college, 2 different colleges, HBCU, Russ College.
You played for Russ?
Yes, I'm a JUCO product, played for Mississippi Delta Community College. I played semi-professionally in Mississippi, and as of today, I'm a coach and also a trainer.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is the biggest thing that you love about what you do?
Giving back.
Explain that to me when you say give back.
Being able to impact kids' life, not just on the court, but outside of the court, being able to be that father figure. Because a lot of kids that I work with, that I mentor, they don't have that father figure. And so me growing up without a father and understanding how that can affect your life, giving back to them, being able to be a mentor, father figure, a teacher, coach, trainer, all that rolls into one, just being a man to them.
I think that's a good point, because a lot of kids don't have their fathers in their life. What impact did that make on you?
Early on, it was hard because my father was in jail. I didn't physically see or meet my father till I was 24. Wow. So getting letters from him stating that, I would be coming home every Christmas, and when I get to 13, he's still not here. So it was like, it played a role as far as the mental aspect. Yeah. Because he never saw me playing high school, never saw me playing college. Didn't teach me how to ride a bike, catch a football or baseball, or just those fatherly things. So it played a part mentally, but as you get older, and me being a father myself, it helps shape your life and mold you to want to do better. So
you being a father, you have some beautiful children. So congratulations on your tribe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was going to ask you, how is being a father to them impacted you as well as your business, as far as accountability, responsibility? How do you navigate through all that?
It's different because everything is not about me. It's about them. So being able to make decisions, navigate through life, I have to think about them. Like when I went to college, I took my oldest son with me. I took little Mike with me. And so being able to be there, even as they've got older and they're teenagers and they are having those, what teenagers go through.
Moments,
right?
Yeah.
It's been stressful, but at the end of the day, I won't give up. So it affects you, but when you know that it's a greater good at the end, you keep striving.
That's good. That's good stuff. So when it comes to the mission of More Than Life, how did that happen? How did that evolve? What's your mission?
Well, God just revealed to me, more than life. Like I was so consumed with just basketball, just the aspect of trying to make it, that it was a bigger mission, a bigger calling that God had for my life.
Mm.
And so I had to be concerned about these kids' life, and not only the kids, but the parents as well. Like, because I have conversation with parents and help families, things of that nature, because they're dealing with some of the things I dealt with, and it's bigger than me. And when I realized that, when I took that into account, I was able to help more families and see the bigger cause of why I'm doing this. And I'm just using basketball as an avenue.
So it's all more than life.
I mean, everything. I think everything we do is more than life. You yourself understand, knowing as a teacher, that these kids deal with a lot more than just coming to the classroom. So
yeah, they do.
We have to understand that we're not just teachers, we're not just coaches, we're not just mentors, we're parents too. And like, we may be the only person they see that smiles at them or tell them they did a good job or that we're proud of them. So we have to be concerned about their life as well as everything else. The educational aspect, the athletic aspect. We have to be concerned about everything. So it's been a real hour.
Yeah, I bet. That's a lot to take in though, Mike. Because you're saying that it's all more than life. So is it safe to say your business is like focus on your purpose?
I mean, you can say that. My purpose, my goal in life, what God has presented me with, is to help kids, to help the youth, to help them see that they can do better. Whether you're going to college for athletics or academics, somebody paying for your school that your parent don't have to pay for. You're getting a degree so you can get a good job to move away from your surroundings, per se. Because a lot of people, a lot of those kids that I serve, they ain't never been outside of Greenville, outside South Georgia, outside of Memphis, Tennessee. So being able to give them something different, an aspect of training, or the aspect of playing AAU basketball, and they get to go to Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, That's cool. Little Rock, Arkansas. So it is my purpose. It's my purpose to use basketball as an avenue to help them so they can achieve what they set out to achieve.
That's dope. What about your influences? Who was your biggest influence, growing up?
As far as if we're talking about basketball, we're talking about coaches, we're talking about
more than life, all of it.
Charles McGinnis at Coleman.
Coach McGinnis
at Coleman. Archie Parnell.
Coach Parnell. Yeah.
Curtis Stovall, for real. Curtis Stovall was a real big influence. But three of the major influences on what I'm doing right now is my mom, Rosalind Young, but to the people that know Nook,
Nook for sure.
Just being that support,
yeah,
that push, because she was a single parent. Well, I got 4 people.
Okay.
Kenny Trader.
Okay.
Kenny.
I know Kenny.
Kenny sought me out at 16, guided me, helped me, and to this day helps me from the business aspect side of things, the fatherly figure, the training. My cousin, William Young, Trey, that put the ball in my hand.
Nice.
Gave me a different outlook on life. And of course, I would say all my kids, but the one that started is Michael, because at 16, I'm still in school, still playing ball, and I had no vision or know what I'm gonna do. I'm a father now.
Yeah.
And so for him to want to follow in my footsteps and play ball and coach, he's been a real big influence on me moving this thing to the next level, to the next plateau. So when I'm gone, MTL can live on. That's
awesome. That's awesome. You named some pretty dope people. I know all those people you named.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have a lot of respect for people who want to do anything with children, because the youth is in a crisis. I feel like everybody's trying to figure out if they're going to be themselves or be what society's pumping in them. So how do you, as a leader, as a man, be the, I guess you could say, be a leader or a role model to these kids while going through your own stuff?
Just be you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat or try to hide. Society, so social media gives people a platform or a plateau to be something they're not. What you see with me is what you get. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, because at the end of the day, if you're not real with yourself and understanding you, the person you are, or working towards becoming a better person, It's gonna be false narratives. The people that look up to you, they're gonna look at you different. So you have to continue to be you throughout it all. Pray, ask God to guide you and show you, because He gonna give you the signs. It's only up to you if you take the signs.
You sure know what to say.
So I just be me. I don't know no other way to go. Yeah, I tweak things here and there as I've got older, because kids are getting older, times are changing. But at the end of the day, it just goes back to the core of believing what God put in me to do.
Mm-hmm. So you know yourself.
I'm becoming to know myself. Okay. I'm further along than
That's
I can
fair.
say I was.
I mean, I think we all are. It's about progress, not perfection. Mm-hmm. As long as you're progressing, you're better than you were yesterday.
Right.
That's what it's about. And you're chasing impact, because you clearly, I saw your, I think it was a few years ago. It was like a charity game or something mm-hmm. that you do. Yeah. Can you tell me more about that, when you do that and why you do that?
So 7 years ago, we I hosted my first camp in mm-hmm. Greenville, Mississippi.
Okay.
10 kids.
Okay.
10 kids, and we did a charity event in honor of Coach Woodard.
Oh,
Coach
yeah.
Woodard was his family, my family. They're real close. That's family. Mm-hmm. And so this year we did our 6th annual mm-hmm. charity event, 6th annual camp. This year we had over 50 kids.
Whoa.
And we were able with the community backing. Mm-hmm. We were able to award 4 seniors with scholarships to help with college. Nice. And so
congratulations.
Thank you. Behind that was, just wanting to give back. We honor Coach Woodard, which was my first high school basketball coach. Mm-hmm. We honor Dexter Wells, great friend of mine.
Rest in peace. That was an amazing man.
Last year, we honor mm-hmm. Jeremiah Doug Williams. That's like my little nephew. That's family. Yep. He lost his life doing something he loved, playing basketball. And we honor Jeffrey Howard.
Yeah.
Jeff, so
I remember him.
He was like I said, once again, these are kids that came up, our families are real close. Mm-hmm. And my son and them were real close. And, mm-hmm. for things like that to happen, it's only right that just a small token of my appreciation. So mm-hmm. this is something that we plan to do every year.
Okay.
Right now it's at 4. We're trying to get to 8.
When does this take place?
All of it takes place during the summer.
Okay.
Between the 2nd and 4th week of July, we'll have the camp that Saturday and Sunday, and that Saturday night is when we had a charity event.
Right.
We're looking at different things and different avenues for the upcoming year. Mm-hmm. This year we were able to award the hardest worker with a pair of Jordans. Shouts out to Jeremy Maddox.
Oh yeah, that's my bro. Shout out to you, Jeremy.
Major there.
Wow. Just a lot of people. Was super nice. I bet they was pretty geeked up about it.
Just a lot of people just, seeing the vision, sharing the vision, mm-hmm. and, continue to help support and push the narrative forward.
Yeah.
So this year also, next year, we're planning on doing some Thanksgiving giveaways. Mm-hmm. We want to bless some families. Nice. Christmas, bless kids with some toys. So these are some of the things, some of the initiatives that MTL is taking. Okay. Just to let them know that we do love them, that we do care about them, and it's bigger than the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sponsor a kid to a camp next year. Would you hold me to that?
Okay.
Because I got you. I want to help out there. Let me ask you this: what's the one thing that you think your children say about you? The one thing, when it comes to more than like
my kids or
your kids,
I train, my
kids, biological kids. Yes. What do they say?
To be honest, my daughters, my 2 oldest daughters, 16 and 14, mm-hmm. They kind of like look at it different.
Tell me more.
They're not into basketball. They tried to play, and I think that was because of me, mm-hmm. and just growing up being a girl.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Mm-hmm. A lot of the things that they're blessed with or afforded mm-hmm. is because of MTL.
Okay.
And they don't see it sometimes, and they don't understand, and that's where the disconnect happens sometimes. With Lil Mike is, my oldest is, this is all being set up for him.
Right.
And my 2 baby boys, this is them. That this is what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Having Shamichael, I was able to understand how to be different with them as far as the coaching, the training, being a father, and differentiating between it. So they're on board with it because they not only get MTL, but they get other aspects of it.
Of you.
Yes. My 16-year-old
Right.
son is just whatever. And you know, my baby, she
a baby.
She a baby. You know, she just round ass. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wanted to ask you one more question, or if there anything you want to say that you haven't said to the people about MTL?
Just want to thank everybody. Thank y'all for supporting MTL, to continue to support. We're doing some major things. Right now, we're in the process of we're doing training between Memphis and Greenville for the next 2 months, knowing that the kids are getting ready for their high school and middle school seasons. Thank y'all for the support. Also, I'm also a college recruiter with College Hoops Connect out of Atlanta, Georgia. So if you got kids that trying to get to the next level, you know, you can shoot my email. You can email is mtlbasketballmentor@gmail.com. I'm on all social media platforms. Facebook, Michael Young, Facebook, MTL Basketball Training Mentor, Instagram, The Real Mike Young 24.
With a real Mike Young, please stand up.
MTL Basketball. I'm on Twitter, Coach Young 24, Coach Young 6. So I'm on all social media platforms. So any way you need to reach me, you can. I'm just trying to help the kids with being a college recruiter, being a coach, being a trainer. A lot of the things that these kids are afforded today, we weren't afforded.
Right.
So I'm here to do my part. So I thank y'all for the support. I honestly thank y'all for the support, for continuing to push me, motivate me. And to be honest, even the ones that don't support and the haters, thank y'all again. You know, I don't have no way but to be real. I appreciate y'all too, because it's bigger than that. Everything I'm doing is unto God, and you know, he's gonna bless it like he's always been blessing it. And I'm just continuing to push the narrative forward to help our youth get out of where they are, see better.
That's beautiful, Michael.
Thank you.
You should be a writer. Because you seem to know what to say.
I got some things in the works, you know. I can't, you know, I got some things in the works.
So you're the butterfly now. So I want to talk about your evolution. How did you go from the caterpillar to the butterfly you are right now? How did you evolve? What was your process?
Listening. That's the key component. Listening. I was at a point where I thought I knew everything, and people couldn't tell me nothing. So I had to, you know, understand that God gave you two ears and one mouth. So listening, digressing within myself, and being a sponge, and not being afraid to reach out to people and get that constructive criticism or get that information that you may need to better yourself. I do a lot of reading. Like when I leave here today, I'm finna go pick up a book. I do a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of praying. Like a real eye opener was 2017. I tore my Achilles. And for people that don't know, you know, the injury that Kobe had, Kevin Durant had.
I know that.
For 5 months, I couldn't walk. So I was in a place where I was in a room, not figuratively in a room, but in a room.
I get it.
Where I had to depend on God, like for everything. Like
set you down.
I had to, you know, line things up and understand God wants you to go in this, or you can't skip steps.
Yeah.
I can't tell a kid to lay up a basketball. Can't tell a kid to dunk a basketball, but first he don't know how to make a layup. We can't skip steps in the process. So I had to really trust the process, and that was the evolution starting. And have I made mistakes? Yes. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that I've been perfect. I made mistakes. But at the end of the day, I've learned from those mistakes and understand that you got to get better each and every day. Every day I wake up with a mission that I got to be better than yesterday. Like it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. I got to be better than I was at 12 o'clock. That's just me. Everything is a learning process. So just from that evolution starting in 2017 and 2021, I'm just trying to continue to do what I need to do to get better as a man, to get better as a father, coach, trainer, just an overall person. So when people come into my life, I know how to receive them and not shun them. I know how to listen and not just talk. So that's just where that evolution started.
That's major. That's a lot to say.
Well, when you've been put in a position to be over many, you got to understand why you're in that position. And once again, you know, you can't just talk. You got to listen. You know,
actively listen.
Actively listen.
Bingo.
So I'm in the process of, like you said, you go back to what you said about being a writer. I'm in the process of writing a book, starting a podcast, the Coach's Corner.
Nice. I like that. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Just trying to understand what God wants me to do.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about me. Like everything I do
is more than life.
Yeah, it ain't about me.
So, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I never knew the meaning of that as it related to your mentorship and training, and why you chose more than life versus Mr. Michael Young's whatever. But for you to give us that background information, influences, fatherhood, responsibility, being a better listener, a better person, and just your journey, it's commendable. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you told everybody how they can follow you.
Right.
I forgot to give a shout out to the sponsor of this episode. So they're going to kill me. So shout out to Macklin's Class that takes care of all of your math needs. You can contact them at macklinsclass@gmail.com. So thank you so much for partnering with us for this episode. And Mike, I just want to tell you, whatever you do, continue to chase impact.
Thank you. And let me leave you with one more thing.
Come on, drop the nugget.
Whatever you're going through, whatever you feel like you're going through, just pray about it and put it in God's hand. Faith without works is dead. And I live by that. So let's continue to be better than we were the next day. Let's continue to impact and chase the impact. Because at the end of the day, somebody's watching you. No matter if they right there next to you, therefore somebody's watching you.
Oh, yeah.
Continue to be the best example of you that you can be, no matter what you do.
Amen.
Amen.
That's all I got to say. The doors of the church are open. Mr. Young gave a great benediction. No, but seriously, that was good. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate everybody that shared this episode. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all streaming platforms at the Impact Chasin podcast. So thank you so much. God bless you and take care. Nope. Hold on, Mike.